Brits barbecue Boston butt. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you will know we actually attempted this on our Chinese smoker, and I think it took something stupid like 12, 13 hours. Now we've got the Franklin Pit, we've got the American-made Franklin Pit. We still need to work out a name for that, so let us know in the comments below. So in today's video, I'm going to be barbecuing, going to be smoking this beautiful piece of Boston butt, or pork shoulder, using the Goldie's all-purpose rub. I'm going to be using apple wood as well. Okay, right, let's get into this. Now, I'm not going to be smoking the whole thing for a couple of reasons. One, I don't really want to be smoking for about 15 hours. Two, we're not going to be able to eat all of this, even if we were to give it to all our neighbours. And three, Mrs. H has got a surprise. She's going to be using the offcut of what we don't use here for another video. We've got a bone here, so I'm presuming the money muscle is this side, but I'm actually going to cut across here and use that offcut for Mrs. H. So, let's trim this bad boy. I have recently sharpened this knife. Oh, there's a bone there as well. I think I've hit a bone. There's a bone there, but I think I've hit a bone here as well. Nothing quite goes to plan with cooking and smoking with H, does it? I'm wondering what this bone is. I don't actually know. Oh, don't tell me that's the bone that you pull out. Bugger, I think it is. Well, I'm not going to let this ruin the smoke, because you want the bone to pull out, don't you? But there's a bone here. Oh man, I wonder if that's like the knuckle, which means that's the money muscle. It's not the end of the world. I'm still going to smoke it up, because you can smoke it obviously without any bone at all. Okay, that's just probably just going to burn up in the smoker, but not the end of the world. And I want to get myself all nice and prepared for tomorrow morning, so when I am walking around or creeping around my backyard or garden, I'm not waking the neighbours up. Right, I'm going to score the top. Let me know in the comments below what your preferred rub is for pork butt. I'd love to hear from you. Mustard binder. We have been to Costco. First time. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not sure if that video has come out yet. If it has, I hope you liked it. If it hasn't, keep an eye out for it, because it's a really good video. And a little hack here, if you don't want to get juices on your seasoned bottle or your binders, etc., put a glove over. You won't get any juices on the bottle. Quick slurp of tea. Probably noticed this wonderful, absolutely wonderful cutting board made in the US. It was actually cheaper for me to import it from Texas, pay the duty, than it was to actually buy it over here. And we have negotiated discounts just for you. Check the link in the comments below. Look at that. So I've got no idea. This is going to burn up this bone. So apologies in advance. Something always goes wrong. Yeah, nightmare. I can't remember when I smoked this last time. We were doing it on grease-proof foil paper, and it was sticking to everything. I was getting a right mess. Now let's try the Goldie's all-purpose. Need to do a nice, good coating for this, because obviously a big piece of meat. I'm actually going to be leaving this overnight, just to give me a head start tomorrow, because I'm going to have to get up pretty early, because I don't want to be smoking too late tomorrow. So we want the whole family to enjoy this. Okay, we've got our presentation side. Give this a good, nice good coating. I really enjoyed this coating from Goldie's. Goldie's all-purpose coating. It was really good. Look at that, thing of beauty. So just ignore the bone that's sticking out here. I'm gonna leave this overnight for all the goodness to seep in and draw out a lot of the moisture in this meat. Just before I go to bed, let's play a little game. Let me know in the comments below how many hours you think this will take from going into the smoker to actually going into our mouths. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Again, this is the first time we're cooking pork butts on the Franklin. Right, I'm gonna get this wrapped up, cleaned up, and go to bed. It's the next morning. This has been resting overnight. I'm gonna be throwing this on the pit at 250 degrees for about 2 hours. Check in, do a spritz, ramp up the temperature between 275 to 300, be spritzing every hour until it's about 170, then we're gonna wrap. Right, 10 hours in on the Franklin pit. We're reading about 175 internal. What I'm going to be doing is using a foil boat. Never done this before. Really excited about this. So the idea of this is it'll still help render down the fat cap on top, but not burn all the meat underneath and help it cook a little bit quicker. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, so you can see it's all starting to render down this side. This side not so much. Back part of the smoker seems to be hotter and cook quicker, and the side that's closest to the door, which kind of makes sense. So what I'm going to do is, now we've got in a full boat, I'm going to tuck all the foil in. I'm actually going to switch it around, so this side is near the door, and the part that needs cooking a little bit more will be next to the back of the smoker. I hope that makes sense. And we're going to put this back on the smoker until we get an internal temperature of about 200 to 205 internal. Then we're going to let it rest till it gets back down to about 150. Then we're going to pull and have some hopefully some lovely pulled pork. Right, while that's cooking, I'm going to be making some slaw. It's going to be very easy, and that's what I like. I've got some white cabbage, I've got some red cabbage, and I've got some Franklin barbecue sauce. Nice and easy, just as I like it. I think I may have overdone the cabbage. Oh dear, well there's going to be a lot of pulled pork. Okay, so this is going to be nice and easy. Regular viewers will know I do like easy, I do like simple, because that suits me to a T. Right, big fan of Franklin. We're going to be using this barbecue sauce in with white and red cabbage, and we're also going to be using Franklin vinegar sauce, which we're going to be mixing in with the pulled pork when it's all ready. So, ooh. From memory, when I had this at Franklin BBQ in Austin, Texas, it was bloody lovely. It was really nice. I'll just try a little bit. Oh, it's got a nice little sweet undertone to it. It's going to go really well with the acidity of the vinegar. And that accompanied with the rendered fat, the smoke of the pork. Hopefully, it's going to be a really, really good meal for us all tonight.
Ooh, it smells porky.
Okay, so I've been quite a busy little boy today.
Yes, you have.
It's been quite a long time. I think it's been smoking for 13 hours.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. You got up early to do this one, didn't you? And I'm hungry.
Yeah, note to self, get a smaller butt next time.
Ooh.
It's got quite a crispy bark on this.
Hopefully it'd be nice and like crispy and taste really good then. It smells really good. It's got like, I know I say this a lot about pork, but it's got a good porky smell, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously a smoky smell as well, but it's not overpowered by the smoke.
So it's gone down to 150 internal. I've got a feeling I've buggered this up. It is a forgiving meat. There's something's not quite, yeah. I don't know if I should have wrapped it. I did follow the Chuds method of foil boating it, but the bark seems quite crispy. Try and pull this out. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that. I mean, that's quite succulent. But I'm going to go for the, oh yeah, look. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm feeling a little bit better than I did.
I think you're just being hard on yourself. I mean, the little bits that we did taste good. It's still hot?
Yeah, it's quite juicy though.
Well, that's one of the things you were worried about. You thought it was going to be dry, but that does not sound dry in the slightest.
Okay, right. Can you try a little bit of that though?
Yep. Sorry, I was waiting for you to feed me.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh.
Is it okay?
No, you won't like it.
No.
That tastes nice.
Okay, so what I need to do is probably, I should have had the heat gloves on underneath. I'm actually feeling a lot better actually, because now I've pulled into this. This is very succulent, and I'm hoping with the crispiness of the bark, it's going to give it a nice little twist as well.
So is the idea that this is like the crackling that you'd get on the whole hog? Just in terms of texture, I guess.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Just a little bit to give it like a bit of a crunch.
What I've tasted tastes good. I'll give you my honest opinion when we go for it, and if it's not good, I will hopefully critique you constructively, not...
Constructively, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a nice bit of a smoke ring there. I'm going to try this.
Yeah, happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, that's nice. On the Chuds video, he made his own sauce. But he said anything sort of vinegar based, you could even use apple cider vinegar. Okay, so I put a little bit on there, not like loads and loads, but try a bit of this. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. I'm feeling a lot better now. I'm feeling a lot better. Okay, we're going to make some sliders. I'm going to put some of our pulled pork. I'm actually a lot happier. I was upstairs earlier, wasn't I, love? And I was getting a bit worried.
You were. You thought you'd ruined this, but from what I've had, it's good so far. So I don't think you've ruined anything at all.
Okay. Now we're going to put in some slaw that we made up. Nice and easy, nice and simple, just like me. Probably put a bit too much in there. Not getting much points here for looks.
I like joining for just the taste test. It's quite good. I haven't had all the hours of smoking. I just turn up and eat, which is what you normally do. So I quite like this job.
Well, it's teamwork, isn't it? In terms of you do dishes, which I turn up at the end, and vice versa. It's all teamwork, and I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I'm quite hungry now. Should we get stuck in?
Let's do it. Right, here we go. No, that's good. It goes really well with the slaw.
Yeah? You happy?
I am. It's not exactly Instagrammable, but...
Let's try it. Let's see. Let's see if it's palatable. Right.
I think, if anything, it could probably do with a little bit more sort of vinegar.
When we were in North Carolina, I did really like some of the vinegar barbecue sauces. Specific place, Smithfield's. The vinegar sauce, on the first bite I took, it did actually make me cough, but I kept going back for more. It was really nice. I quite like that tanginess. But yeah, this is really good. Now, I didn't make these brioche buns, nor did you. Chuds would have. I think they go quite nicely because they're quite sweet as well, aren't they?
Yeah, overall, I'm really, really happy. I went from thinking it might be a disaster, and a disaster because this meat is renowned for being very forgiving, and I thought I pulled it up. The bark I was worried about. Once it's all crushed in with the pulled pork, it's really nice. I tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to pour a little bit of vinegar in here. I'm really sold on vinegar now with pulled pork. I wasn't before, but now I'm like, yeah, it really goes well.
It does go well, and I think what you were saying earlier about the bark, I was a bit worried that it would be bitter and too burnt.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm being honest, but it does actually work well in with the pulled pork. It does make it taste quite nice and quite different.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do some dipping.
That's really good.
This is a trick, so you get more food.
Yeah, it's really good with the vinegar. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that acidity of the vinegar with the sweetness just, yeah, complements it well.
I put the meat on at 7 o'clock this morning. What time is it now?
10 o'clock nearly.
It's nearly 10 o'clock at night. I learned quite a bit today, actually. If you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. We would really, really appreciate it. And all that leaves us to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
And see you all in the next video.